Okay, hello everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to live stream number 13 of my Fallout New Vegas series on the channel. So we were going to do something here. To just kind of catch up, we are in Vault 19 right now, where we were. I was trying to play off Samuel Cook and the other guy against each other, but Samuel Cook already went and killed the guy. So Samuel Cook, he wants to help the Powder Gangers, which he's a part of, escape to a different section of the world with the help of the Great Khans, who we went and met last live stream. We actually want to blow them up, just because I've been doing an explosion build, and as far as I'm aware, this is the biggest possible explosion that you could do. So basically, this vault is over some sulfur caves, and I could just set some C4 down there and blow the whole thing to hell. The caves, the vault, everything. But the problem is that we need C4. So C4, we can find some. We are able to get some at Mick and Ralph's, but one thing, it's too expensive, and the second is he doesn't even have enough anyway. So what we need to do is go find somewhere else to do it. Okay. So apparently there is some C4 here in the Papa Khan, what happened to those bombers you said were coming my way? Vault explodes. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I told them to come meet you. I don't know what they were doing. So there's supposed to be some C4 here in here. Yeah, the gun runners, we might try that, but there's supposed to be some here in the vault. But before we get started, I'm going to crack open a cold one. ASMR time. Tonight we are having a, I'm speaking the accent like I am a sommelier, but of the beer variety. I do not know what the name for that would be. I suppose the Trappist monk. But tonight we will be enjoying a Veltins Pilsner, a product of Germany, Pilsner beer, established in 1824. I will be having approximately 500 milliliters of it, alcohol value of 4.8%. Of course, under the German purity laws, only the water, malt, and hops is in it. Presumably, they are not including the yeast when listing the ingredients. This is come via Zuten sind Wasser, Johnstown's Hopfenbrot, canned in Germany. And there is also a government warning regarding the consumption of the alcohol. If you are pregnant, which I do not believe I am. So we will go ahead and pour. Oh, fuck me. Ah, I spilled a little. What the fuck? Damn it. Hold on. Yeah, just spilled a little. Just a couple drops, but, you know, I don't want it on the desk. Luis David de Santa. Cool name. Comrade, what the hell is happening? Well, I just reviewed all what's happening, but basically we're going to try to find some C4. Okay, I think I got all this liquid cleaned up here. Well, I guess the mouse doesn't really matter because we're using the console controller. Anyway, this is the first sip. Ah, yes, that's nice. Okay, so we're going to be looking for some C4. Let's go to the blue quarter section, which we should still have the key for. So we come over here, and we're supposed to, yeah, let's check some of these couches, because it's supposed to be under the couch. Oh my gosh, that was an enormous sneeze. Nice. Well, I'm not seeing something where it's... Oh, yeah, there's the dude just sitting there. You all right, buddy?
Why are you even talking?
You know what? You're right. You seem to need your alone time right now. Couch. Locker, no. Looking for some C4 to blow these people all to hell. Eliminate from this world. Eliminate from this world. Northeast corner of the southwest room. So over here, that's an elevator. Oh, no, yeah, living quarters. Here we go. Okay, so I go here. Cool, everybody in here is dead. That's why I like everything in here is dead, which I always like to see, except now I'm over encumbered. Rex, you know how it is. Take my boomer stuff. No, oops. Okay, take my boomer things. Thank you. Alright. Come over here. There's the couch. Northeast corner of the southwest room. So we gotta go that way, except that's the elevator, so we can't go further. Not in here, not in here. Let's sleep. You know, dare to dream, dare to think. Figure out what it is we're gonna do here. Hello, Potato Man. After this, we gotta go into the doctor's office. Okay, it's good. Oh, there it is. Is it in here? No, that's not doing it. Oh, did you guys see that? Look right there. Take C4 plastic explosive. Nice. Okay, 1. We need 5, I think. Okay. Let's go to either the cafeteria or the doctor's office. Am I over encumbered again? Sure as shit am. You know what? Let's get rid of this stupid ranger hat. We're not going to use it. Oh. Put everything on a block in the 38, especially because you get power armor. Oh, thank you for that advice, Brady Hickman. I will definitely try to keep that in mind. That's going to hurt my strength if I eat the gecko meat. That's right. Well, I don't need to heal right now, so I gotta find something else to drop. I can't imagine what I could possibly use these for. Okay, so let's get rid of that. I think we need to go back upstairs to find where everything is. Okay. Cafeteria and clinic are both this way. No, this is bathroom. I think this is also a bathroom. Gentlemen, ladies. Okay, is this the cafeteria, I presume? We're looking around. We're looking around. There it is. There it is. You see it? Okay, there's another one. Now to the doctor's office. Wherever that is. I think we just gotta loop back around. Obviously, was on the clinic to the right. Okay. Making decent progress. Clinic this way. Oh, it's the left. Oh, there's first aid kits in the bathroom? Okay, I'll go take a look at that in a minute. There it is. There's another one. Yeah, they really got these hidden away. But yeah, let's go to the bathroom, see where those first aid kits are on the walls, you said? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Nice. Of course, now we're over encumbered. Rex, hold on to my first aid stuff. Some of it, anyway. Some of my aid. Yeah, like, hold on to all my scotch, boy. You're good for it. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the overseer's office again? That up front? Okay. Supposed to be like over here-ish. There's like it says there's like a locked door and a debris pile somewhere around here. Well, that's open and that's open. Door in the debris pile. No, overseer's office is this way. Is this it? Or is it something else? Yeah, overseer's office. It's this corner one, I guess. C4 is located just outside the locked underground entrance to the overseer's office between the door and the debris pile. Well, I don't see anything here. Let's just go look at for some others or whatever. Okay, I'm looking it up. I'm checking the wiki. So I can get some of the Lucky 38, but I need higher lockpick skill. One with the circular desk and cook. So it's not this one, it's the other one, or what? These both have circular desks. It's cook with an E. Oh, cook! Yeah, it's cook with an E. That's why I was confused. But I'm looking here, and I don't see any C4 anywhere on the ground. I don't see any debris piles, you know? Okay, anyway, 6 can be found on top of Silver Peak Mine. I don't know where that is. Can be found in the Sierra Nevada. Okay. Alright, I'm looking on the wiki where else we can get some. Miguel's Pawn Stop. We can buy it from Johnson, Nash, and Prim. Alright, well, let's head outside then and start warping around. We've got 3, we need 2 more. Turn in the Boomer quest to Yes Man. Well, I was thinking about just turning in all of those at once before the Hoover Dam thing. Oh yeah, the Crimson Caravan stuff. We should do that at some point. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Okay. World map. Let's go to Prim and see what kind of prices Johnson Nash is trying to play with here. The stuff I've got is apparently valued at $999 a piece each time, so we might want to try to find something better. Oh. The break, Daniel. I want to ask you some more about the delivery I was supposed to make. No. What's for sale? Okay, he's offered me a discount. I got a detonator there. Definitely want one of those. But here we go. Yeah, C4 plastic explosive, $999. I could afford it. But it's just so damn expensive. So I would rather not if I can get away with it. Trade scrap. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, let's get rid of a bunch of the crap I don't have. That I don't need, or I should say. So would that be under, like, let's see, apparel, aid, miscellaneous, I guess? Yeah, like, I don't need, yeah, I've been collecting all these cigarettes. I don't need those. Pots, pans, old tin cans. I'm trying to remember how that one song goes. Coffee mugs. Don't need a cup. Don't need empty Nuka-Cola bottles. Oh yeah, look at all these cigarettes I've got. Pre-war money. Pots, pans, old tin cans. Let's at least get that. I think I'm just gonna buy it. Let's just get moving here. Time is money, right? Let's just fucking buy it. There we go.
Another satisfied customer.
Indubitably. It's not like I really spend money on things usually. Okay, so now the fun shall arrive. Okay, where's Vault 19? Shelter me, shelter me, shelter me. Actually, would it be a little faster if I... Where does it exit out of? By the Poseidon gas station, or was it somewhere else? The crushing plant? You know how, like, there's the outside of it? I think it was the crushing plant. Let's go over there and see if we can enter the sulfur area through that way. Then Sam Cooke and them will really not know what hit them. Oh, shoot. We're about to get attacked. Let's get out of here. Never mind, never mind. I'll just do it the way I definitely know I can go. Slow is smooth, as slow is smooth as fast. Yeah. No death claws at the crusher. Killed him, man. I'm just that fucking good. But for real, I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't see them at the crusher before when I went through. I saw them, there were fiends in that area. But I don't remember there being crushers. Or, excuse me, death claws. They were over, like, in the mountainous canyon region. Okay. Get right through here, into the hole. Okay. Well, anyway, we're just about at the place we want to be anyway. So we go this way and this way. We want to walk this way. Bomb this way. Okay, yes, I think I come down here and then go around through the other side, and this is going to take me to the big room that it's in, I think. Where I need to plant the C4. Yeah, it should be right around this corner. Or loop, curve, thing. This room. Or maybe not. Is it a different room? Okay. Okay, what the F? Clearly I made a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, you know what? You know what? It's because I have to, I think, take that first right after I come down the hole. That's the fastest way. So, yeah, come through here, and then first right is this way. Oh, it was by the ladder? What? No, it's right here. Yeah. The ladder is the different room. This is where it is. The microcline rock is what we're going to do. Hold on. This is gonna make Megumin proud, I'll tell you what. This is what it's all been building to, people. The crystals on this rock seem to indicate a pocket of potassium nearby. Some strategically placed C4 could be enough to destroy both the cave and the vault. Plant enough C4 to destroy the caves and the vault, then run like hell. Here we go. Hold on. Darkness blacker than you know what? We're just gonna load it. Hold on, because it looks like it's automatic. No, here we go. Get ready. We gotta do a chant for it. None can stand in opposition of my lethal explosion magic. Could I possibly resist the urge to unleash an explosion magic when faced with such a massive vault? No, I can't. Oh, blackness shrouded in light, frenzied blaze clad in night, in the name of the yes men in conquering history games, let the collapse of thine origin manifest. Summon before me the root of thy power hidden within the lands of the kingdom of demise. Explosion! Oh, the shockwave hit some of them over there. Or the corpses as they got pushed along. Look at that. Oh, if they weren't dead before, they sure are now. I'll tell you what. That's the good stuff. Very, very nice. You'd think there'd be like, yeah, now what happens now? Like, I guess let's warp over to Vault 19 and see what happens if we try to go in it. Yep. It's gone, man. It is gone. Nothing for any of the chanting, huh? Why do I even bother? Why do I try? Yeah, I feel like there should be, you know, some bigger thing that happens. I'm gonna check the wiki, see if I can, like, if it's a quest goal to blow up or if it's just something for fun. Okay, main area, common areas, blue sector, sulfur caves. Password, inhabitants. I guess that could have been the end of something else, like if we had gone with Lem instead of Cook, and I kind of only went with Cook by accident. Okay. Oh, well, we still blew the fuck out of it. Alright, well then, what I think we want to do now is, let's go, in Fallout 3 you can blow up a city, yeah? Where is Vault 21, guys? Where's some of the other vaults? Anybody know? And I guess I also should maybe try to find the that one camp, Repcon headquarters. See, like, I haven't discovered this location yet. Your crimson explosive magic terrifies me, sir. Good, good. But don't be too scared. It's just a beautiful thing. Let's head over to this area, the Repcon headquarters. I guess that's where the NCR is, because I think the NCR are the only ones whose, like, headquarters we haven't really seen. We've been to the fort, and we've been to, you know, we went to Mr. House. There's the claws. There they are. Do you see them? I wonder if we can deal with them right now. There is 3 of them. It's a bit much. Oh, well, they saw me now. Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, I just realized I bought that detonator for nothing. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Where's all my armor? Oh, Rex is out real quick. Oh, God. They're on my ass. Yeah, that's what happens. Ooh, they ripped me to pieces. Okay, let's maybe not mess with them. Yeah, and maybe we also put some armor on. There we go. So I guess we're like kind of generally heading toward those antennas, I guess. Well, I think that might be, no, yeah, I guess it's this way. Just follow the road. Follow the road. Somebody's shooting something. Naked terrorist gets obliterated by local wildlife. Okay. Yeah, this beer I'm having, it's okay. I'd certainly say it's better than most American Pilsners I've had. Meaning like, you know, the non-craft variety, but it's just fine. It's nothing spectacular. I don't think I'd get it again. I've certainly had better for the same price. Alright, don't see too many people around here. I guess that's it, the actually intact building. Okay. It's just the blues. Nothing like wandering the Mojave, huh? All right, give me the discover check thing. That's it. Repcon headquarters. Oh, it's one of the robots from Fallout 4. Or yeah, Fallout 4. Hello, maintenance robot. Well, I'm trying to tell you how to serve me, but you don't want to talk to me, I guess. Okay, so is the NCR's camp around here? I guess we should see what's in this place. What the fuck? Are those fiends? Thanks for the cigarettes. Huh. Okay. Cowboy repeater. The intact building equals pew pew gun. Pew pew gun? I don't even know what that means, but got some sort of rocket here.
Hello.
Oh!
Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building.
Oh, okay. I'll come back in the morning. There we go. Camp McCarran, but the question is, where is Camp McCarran? Oh, hello there, Tenbray. Yeah, day's been good. Day's been pretty good. Had a little hiccup on one errand, but everything else is fine. Okay, hello.
Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you?
Guess so.
I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum.
Ooh. What can you tell me about Repcon?
I can answer whatever questions you'd like, provided your query is limited to Repcon history, research and development, or RobCo.
Tell me Repcon's history.
Repcon's illustrious history began way back in 2054, shortly after the famous Delta 11 rocket was completed and launched. Repcon's initial focus was on the development of fuel to be used in orbital propulsion in response to the energy crisis of 2052. Sad times indeed. The company really took off when RobCo purchased Repcon in late 2076 to develop unmanned rockets to explore the solar system.
Okay, interesting.
Very well. The tour showcases Repcon's amazing scientific contributions.
It's
and
like visiting the
promise of
Kennedy
many
Space
more,
Center.
coupled with its parent company, Robco.
I'd like a tour.
Excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment. Ready for the Repcon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today on the path of scientific discovery.
Yay! Scientific discovery's cool. Hit me!
In the lead-lined case behind me is a spent radioactive rock from one of our old reactors. Don't need to stand too close. Let's move along,
I don't see one, and it looks like it's a broken case, buddy. What's this?
Here, a row of multicolored plasma fuels. Careful, they may look safe to drink, but your stomach is the last place they should be. Why the difference in cylinder size? Refining our production methods has resulted in higher yields of fuel over time. That's why.
Ooh.
Of course. Don't let me keep you.
What? I didn't say anything.
To my right, you can see a sample of some old safety barrels Repcon once used to store radioactive waste. Perfectly safe. On my left is an example of a mountain of Repcon safety barrels some legislators claim are poisoning our environment. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's private museums for you. Keep talking.
Behind me is our most recent rocket project, which we're keeping under our hats until launch, if you'll pardon the expression. And in front of me is a model, not actual size, of the launch dome we are using to send our rockets screaming into orbit. Now these colorful fellows behind me are Repcon's earliest experiments in flight. Feel free to read the plaques and
Okay.
Rocketeers.
Okay, so we could pause it while we read. So this is the Green Bean. Officially called the Z43521P by silly engineers, we prefer to call this little scrapper by its true nickname, the Green Bean. After all, which would you prefer in your backyard garden? A smoldering Z4352-521P or a green bean? Rocket nickname chosen after results of Pearl trial landing. Okay, that's funny. One sounds like it belongs if mentioned on the news. It makes news, it did, featuring Repcon's plasma engine. It was so newsworthy that we decided to take the quantum matter modulation unit out and see if we could use it for non-explosive uses. And over here, what do we got? It's so nice to go to a museum again. Because the powers that be in El Paso, they say, oh, you know, we're going to get those museums back open. It's a high priority. We're going to aim for 2023. Fuck off and eat shit. 2023 before El Paso museums open again. What a crock of shit. Anyway. That big, fat, fiery Fred. V29-321G may look like a big, fat, red rocket, Rocketeers, but old Fatty here ran circles around the Earth not so long ago. So let's see you keep up. Sure, VT9-321G's re-entry gave it its more commonly nicknamed name, Big Fat Fiery Fred. But here at Repcon, we choose to focus on the successes and apply what we learned about explosive resistant shielding to future models and even our landing platforms. The newly reconstructed Repcon launch facility was a direct beneficiary of this discovery. And what do we got here? The Needle Nose. This sleek and purple R77293A needle nose is what happens when you mix fossil and plasma in a rocket and shake it up. The fossil fuels punch this sharp-nosed terror through the sky, and the plasma is used to shoot it through space to planets where Repcon can mine more fossil fuels. Interplanetary mining and resource might still in negotiation. Continuing the whole cycle again. Oh, the tour guide! Ah, we fell behind! Teach me.
Now for the highlight of our tour. Due to a generous donation from Robco, This next exhibit showcases the wondrous world of robots. Around you are the incredible iBot, the fearsome SentryBot, and the always helpful Mr. Handy. That helpfulness runs through our whole life.
This is handy. We'll come back and read these exhibits in a bit. It's so nice being in a museum.
This is the final stop on our tour. This model of our solar system is a small example of where the partnership between Rockco and Repcon hopes to go. See those little rockets zipping about?
Yes, I do!
Robots, tirelessly looking for resources to mine on planets beyond our own.
Is this what leads to Outer Wilds? I haven't played Outer Wilds.
Rockco and its tiny partner Repcon thank you. Any further questions? Please feel free to ask.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Tour Guide.
Yes? Did you have a question?
No, I guess not.
Goodbye, Rocketeer. Be sure to visit again. Oh, and please, for your own safety, stay outside of restricted areas.
You got it. When you get into the planetarium, go through the door on your left to get to a key card. Oh, yeah? Over here? Where is it? But I want to go back and read the exhibits. Oh, is this it? Oh, that was easy. Thank you. Thanks, Ratty. Like or where, or have Boone. Okay, got it. Thank you, Brady. Well, let's go back and read these exhibits. So when I used to be a docent at the El Paso Holocaust Museum, we once did a little study thing where we were tracking how visitors would go through the museum to kind of see. It was a way to just sort of say, okay, what do people spend a lot of time on? What do they not? You know, where do they just kind of not even read the exhibits or whatever? You know, it's a way to improve over time. You observe, and then when they'd come out, we'd ask them some questions. You know, say, you know, what exhibit stood out to you, things like that. So basically, at least at the Holocaust Museum, there were three types of museum goers. There were people who kind of would come in, like imagine this is the start of the, actually this is not the start of the tour, start of the tour is back there. So I'm going to demonstrate using the museum, basically the three types of tour people. They're the ones who would come in and they're like, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I guess there's stuff in this room. Yep, this is definitely stuff over here. Yes, indeed, that is stuff. And yeah, there's stuff in here too. And there's, oh, that's a thing. And goodbye. Yeah, so that's museum person number one. Then you've got museum person number two. That's a funny one, villain. Who comes in, like, okay, I'm going into the museum now. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, there's like a thing here. And yeah, that's a thing here. That's okay. Let me kind of skim this about that. And okay. And like you kind of see the speed they're going, and then they go, wait a minute, what? This is what? And then they come in and like, wait, I'm actually going to read all this. Like, oh my gosh, this is actually super duper interesting. Is everything in this room like that? Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to read that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to read this. And oh my gosh, this is actually really cool and really interesting and very engaging. And I want to know all about it. And oh, I like this. And we're going to read all this. And oh, wow, this actually was really great after all. And so that's museum goer number two. Somebody who's like kind of skimming, they're a little bit interested in, and then they see something they're really interested in, and then that's when they focus in on something, and then for the rest of the time that they're in the museum, they're going slower because they're really absorbing stuff. Then we've got museum goer number three, a bit of a rarity. I think I'm one of those kind of people though it kind of depends on how much time I have. They're the ones who are coming in are going, whoa, I'm going to absorb all of this. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to read about it. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to look at it some more. Although there's nothing there. That's a bad example. I'm going to look at the thing. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to read about it. And then I'm going to look at it some more. I'm going to think about it. Maybe I'm going to come back here and look at this again. And I'm going to look at it and think about it. And then I'm going to keep moving. You know, and you just do that all there. And like, and so now to get more specific about like the Holocaust Museum, I remember that like, these are the kinds of people who, because in the Holocaust Museum in El Paso, there's a couple of rooms that have videos playing in them that are on like loops. So like they'll play a little clip of something and then they're just silent for a while they loop back around. But this is when you really know you have an active museum goer. When like let's say, you know, somebody was in this room and then like there's the screen on this wall and it's gonna be showing something. And then they come in, but you know, nothing's happening the whole time they're in there, and they finish looking at all these exhibits, and like maybe they're over here and they're reading this one, and then they hear the noise and they go, oh my gosh, in that room I just left, they're playing something, and they go back into the room to watch the thing, and then come back over here. Those are very rare types of people. But they're awesome, and I love them. Anyway, how about we actually go through this museum now that we're done to it. Oh, incidentally, one other thing. If you're ever in El Paso and you see this exhibit, although I haven't been to the El Paso Holocaust Museum in the last year, so I don't know if they've changed it, but there was one exhibit in there. Hold on a sec. There was one exhibit in the El Paso Holocaust Museum that even like the director of the whole museum and the education director, neither of them liked it. They're like, we got to fix this thing. So you see how like here in this museum, you know, you've got boom, image, boom, plaque, like a paragraph or two, you know, of something to read. That's what a lot of the exhibit is. You know, it'll be something like, oh, let's talk about how propaganda was used by the Nazis, and so it'll be like a wall and you got all these pictures, and then they'll kind of be something on the side sort of like this saying this is what Nazi propaganda is, and then there would be like some smaller little blurbs to explain specific pictures, but you know, it's a very visually based thing, and that's what you mostly want to be going for. But there was this one exhibit, it was on resistance during the Holocaust, and the thing is, you walked in and it was a wall of text literally from the ceiling to the floor, just a huge chunk of just words. And it's just, nobody's gonna fucking read that. It's a goddamn essay, and it's presented poorly. It's literally from ceiling to floor. Like, I say nobody's gonna read that. I would read that, and there were other people who read that. But, you know, if you're gonna do something like that, instead of just having it all be in a vertical area like that, you break it up. You break it up and separated it. So like, imagine if, like, you see here, there's like a little plaque there, and a plaque there, and a plaque there, and a plaque there. Imagine if all four were just in a straight line right here. That's not presenting the information well. So I remember when we were studying how people would go through the museum, you know, like, so let's pretend right here there's a huge wall of text from ceiling to floor. Easily 95% of people would just kind of come in and they'd see this huge wall of text and they just go, no, I'm not going to read that. And you know what? I don't blame them. So anyway, let's actually go through this stuff. So first off, where is the actual plutonium rod? Clearly somebody stole it. Let's see. This contains harmless traces of radioactive material. As an exercise, stare closely at the rod and try to spot the telltale glow. While this case is lead line standard, in these cases not specifically requested for this display, do not look, touch, or stand too close to the exhibit. Keep your legs moving. See the rest of the museum. Well, obviously somebody took it for something. I wonder if that's anything that ever gets answered. Okay, trio of cylinders isn't a trio of cylinders at all. They're containers holding what some scientists call plasma. Can you say plasma? Repcon's always looking to the future, and in the future we don't have to worry about radiation, health risks, or lawsuits when using this new and improved fuel source to blast our rockets into and out of the sky. Good night, Villain for Life. Take care. Cylinders and plasma are factually correct designation of display items, both by definition and by the scientific community. Okay. What do we got over here? We've all heard stories that I feel like this is neat. They'd see something like, "Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such documentaries as Bye Bye Botulism, but today I'm here to talk about radioactive waste. We've all heard stories that radiation is dangerous. Fact or fiction? A common sight in factories, military installations, and the basement of selected government-funded middle schools, these safety barrels are just what the name implies. Safe. While their attractive coloring could be interpreted as a warning for REPCONN, it's an invitation to a future filled with nuclear power. Rhetorical questions and nomenclature of exhibit items cannot be used as a basis of criminal prosecution. Alright, and then over here, yeah, this is so funny. A scale model of a barrel dump site, like a nuclear waste dump site, that's really funny to me. Why, look here! A pile of itsy-bitsy safety barrels. Nomenclature for hazardous waste barrels is per REPCONN glossary specs. All nestled together like a family sitting down to dinner. Now, while it's claimed even the safest nuclear waste disposal procedures seep poison in the environment that never ever goes away, in REPCONN's case, we say it all depends on where you put them, and Nevada's just the place. That's great. You having a good time, Rex? You know, doggies usually don't get to go to museums, but you're a good doggy. Look, I can push you. Oh, you had a scratchies. All right, what do we got here? It's like a globe or something. Force your parents a short drive south, and you'll see the retractable dome of REPCONN's launch facility. Not actual size. You may have heard wild stories about rocket flights and their impact. Statement is figurative and inadmissible as evidence in a court of law on nearby towns and communities, but REPCONN feels you can't put a price on space exploration. After all, Rocketeers, you do want to go into space someday, don't you? Alright, and then we already read these rockets. Ooh, what's this rocket? Get this out of the way. Just like the rocket you see here, we're aimed at the sky, but we've got a ceiling in the way. The Rocketeers, while REPCONN was focused on non-radioactive, any implication of radioactive material is negative, is unintentional, and no way reflects ROCO or subsidiary REPCONN. Propulsion engines, we still need to sneak back and use some of our older proven techniques with nuclear-driven engines to make space travel a reality. Partnered with our new bud Robco, we've dug up older, cheaper technology for upcoming orbital projects. No worries, even if you can't always see what we're up to up there, we can see you. This is fun. Ooh, this is a badass here. What do we got here? Watch your step. This is like an early Securiton. It's got a couple of miniguns up there. Whoa, watch your step. Hold on. Let's take a big hole in the barrier underneath the way. Yeah, you don't want to be facing this fearsome fellow if you accidentally stumble into a restricted area. Whether supporting the latest in dual miniguns, rockets, or laser cannons, the SentryBot not only takes his job seriously, it also takes no prisoners. It's proof that Robco's commitment to defense, that these deadly guards were concealed in chambers throughout this facility. So let this be a warning. Watch where you step, or out'll come Robco, guns blazing. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. Alright, what's this? It's like Sputnik, but like a TV screen version. The I in iBot. Robco's always had an eye. Well, let's try to get it so we can see that in the side at the same time. Robco's always had an eye for robotics, and this little fellow is no different. This robotic marvel can not only recognize your face and voice with advanced facial and auditory recognition technology, it can also broadcast video and audio as well. Think of it. All the sights and sounds of your radio and TV in your living room at home blasted directly at you in the street, subway, bathroom, or wherever you may be. Never fear, you'll never miss a news bulletin or presidential address again, no matter where you are. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. That's right, Eddie is an iBot. Okay, so next up here, oh yeah, that's the helper bot. The hand in handy. Looking for some handy J's, boys and girls? I sure hope not, because if you're boys and girls, that means you're minors, and we don't give out handy J's to minors around here. Not since that last lawsuit, but those records were sealed. We don't have to go into it. Now, you can never have too many hands. 3, why not 4? That was Robco's inspiration behind the popular and cost-effective handy model, the first of the line shown here. Always a help around the household, whether with mom in the kitchen using its titanium circular power saw, or in the garage with dad using its armor-piercing laser array. Mr. Handy is not just helpful, he's your friend too. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. So Robco, I think, was a company that made robots before, and now it's just robots left. I think like the CEO and everybody else died in the flames of nuclear war. All right, one more. Oh yeah, this is like a Securitron, this is the thing that this looks like the cousin of Fisto, the sex bot, except it's got a wheel bottom, I think, or no, it's got like a jet thing, so I guess it flows, but it kind of looks like Fisto. Anyway. Some folks have asked, why not a Protectron with wheels? Robco wasn't afraid to answer that question. The Protectobot is the answer. While safety standards prevented this freewheeling dynamo from entering mass market production, despite Robco's best intentions and team of lawyers, we take consolation in letting you see this extremely well-funded experiment as it was intended. A robot moving so fast it looks like it's standing still. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. And finally, the planetarium. Wait, let's see how many planets we've got here. So, okay, that's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. That should be Jupiter. Yeah, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, except that, no Pluto in sight. But you young Turks wouldn't know nothing about Pluto being a planet, would you? You don't know, I'll tell you kids these days, they don't know about VHS tapes, they don't know about being kind and rewind, and they don't know about cassettes, and they don't know about Pluto. Anyway, so... Well, it was a different 1950s. The point of divergence had already happened by the time we hit when the nuclear war happens, and this would have been built, or briefly before the nuclear war. So I'm sure that with like the differences in technology, or I guess in that alternate timeline, they either decided never to make, depending on what the point of divergence was, they either decided to never make Pluto be designated a planet, or they much earlier decided for no long it to be that. Anyway. Let's see. Bando Kip says, I was born in 2002. I know about all those things. Damn, maybe my family is just old. Pluto's a lamer version of Mercury. Alright, activate our rich solar system. Try to get the sun on the side here. A model of our solar system, not actual size. Beautiful, isn't it? Robco, with its subsidiary Repcon, is often gazed into the night sky, seeing the rich pageant of stars, and planets above us. Our goal to send unmanned rockets to these other systems while seeing their beauty firsthand, while mining ever deeper into each planet's surface for precious resources needed here at home. This is our promise to mankind, extending our reach into a future where the number of Robco and Repcon rockets matches the stars in the sky. This exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. You felt old because you made a Hulk Hogan joke in front of 2 kids and they didn't get it. Could have been worse. They could have said, "You like Hulk Hogan? I thought he was racist." It's just, oh shit, man. Maybe that's how like by liking Michael Jackson will be like Michael Jackson the diddler. Now I'm not gonna say this is not the time or place to have the conversation about whether we think or he did or did not do the things he's accused of doing. But here's what I will say. I have a friend who, in his opinion at least, I'm not saying whether I agree with him or not, but he's like, Michael Jackson, wipe him from the face of the earth, never play him on radio again, whatever. And so a counter argument to that would be, okay, you never play a Michael Jackson song again. What about the musical arrangements? And so, like, the thing was, like, because Michael Jackson didn't write his music. It was done, like, the most famous albums, like Off the Wall, fucking Thriller, obviously. Those were Quincy Jones produced albums. Those are Quincy Jones's music. So... Hey, hello, Mr. Canic. I want to love you. PYT. Yeah, so anyway. And so he's like, yeah, wipe Michael Jackson from the face of the earth. But it's like, what about covers? And there's a lot of people out there who still do Michael Jackson covers, especially in Latin America. Like, check out some of this. There's this one dude, Tony Sucar. I forget, is he Puerto Rican or Peruvian? But he does some pretty cool covers of Michael Jackson's music. But the thing is, it's not even Michael Jackson's music. It's Quincy Jones's music. All right. So anyway, that was a cool little tour, but we're still trying to find the camp McCarran. So I guess let's go. It's we need to go to the Strip, right, and find the monorail. Monorail, monorail. PYT. Okay. So where is the monorail? Because there's the Lucky 38. Actually, there's 2 things we need to find while we're in here. We need to hit the you know what? Let's go get Boone. Let's go get Boone from the Lucky 38 so we can hit the monorail. On Dragon Ball Super in Mexico, Jiren versus Goku fight, it was advertised like a pay-per-view boxing fight. Oh, PYT, Pretty Young Thing. Oh. Hold on a second. Okay, so we gotta go to the, what was it, the penthouse suite we're in? Find Boone and Arcade making out while they talk about how much they hate the Legion. Well, Boone's a single man now. His wife's dead. So yeah, Arcade, you keep chilling here. Where's Boone? Boone. Where the fuck's Boone? Was he just jumping in place? Did you guys see that? Oh, I think he was just walking over this stuff. What is this? He's got a teddy bear. He's got popcorn. Is he having a little one-man sleepover in here, watching TV? He got his pillow here. Okay, anyway, Boone! Boone. Boone.
Is it time?
Oh, it's time.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Do we want to take Rex? Are dogs allowed on the monorail? We're taking Rex. Okay, let's head down to the casino. Yeah, oh, but yeah, the Dragon Ball Super thing, yeah. Mexico, like, I especially know around here, you know, I live in El Paso, Texas. It's right across the street from J-Town. They love them some Dragon Ball Z. Actually, I remember a friend of mine once showed me a thing that was like a fan fiction somebody did, but they were uploading it on YouTube, and it was from Mexico, where it was a fanfic, and like it was all black and white, but they had drawn a storyline of it was after GT. So, you know, it was going into, like, Super Saiyan 5, which, you know, if you look up Super Saiyan 5 and you see, like, the blue hair, but, like, it's the long blue hair, like Super Saiyan 3, but, like, a mix of 3 and 4 style. That was probably based on that fanfic. And you know, and down there they would actually show it in theaters. The Dragon Ball Z movies, the Dragon Ball movies. I don't remember how fucking long it took before they aired them in America, and even then it was limited. Okay, where's this damn monorail? We gotta go further in. Mono is across from the tops. Well, there's the tops. Is this the monorail? No. The monorail's the brick building. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. LV8 station. Oh, and I ran out of disk space on my hard drive. That's always fun. Whatever. At least it happens during a live stream. Not when I'm pre-recording something. What? You work for me, bitch! NCR Trooper. Dude, you're not even looking at the screen while you type. I'm not your boss. You don't have to pretend to be busy. Anyway, let's talk. Dude, you're at a fucking desk. Don't act like a hard ass. This is one of them like water dog people. Like, yeah, 92 Zulu, lead the way, water dogs.
It feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around on the strip. That damn Mr. House has forbid any NCR military personnel from carrying any sort of firearms on the strip. Well, except for Captain Pappas. Mr. House still doesn't trust the NCR. A word of advice. The Securitrons won't put up with any funny stuff out there, so don't do anything stupid. It's your first time on the strip?
Bitch, I am the strip.
Okay then, you should know the rules.
Alright, let's see. Oh, restrooms. Let's see if we can go find some first aid kits. First aid. No, that's only going to be in the vaults, huh? No, not in here. But yeah, speaking of, I did go and see the Demon Slayer movie in theaters yesterday, which is so interesting how that movie's doing. It's just absolutely crushing it at the box office, not just in its home country of Japan, but even here in the United States of America, which is amazing when you consider all of the things like that are going against it. Number one, it's in the middle of a pandemic. Which, you know, admittedly, the vaccine things are getting better. You know, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour is receding. I said pandemic, so now this video is gonna get demonetized. Anyway, so yeah, number one, it's in the middle of that. Number two, it's R-rated. Number three, it's an animated film. Number four, it's a foreign film. Number five, it's a foreign language film, so it's not in English. Number six, it's not a standalone film. You have to have seen like 4.5 hours of other... Wait, no, more than that, because the first season was, what, 26 episodes? So yeah, you basically had to have seen about 8 hours-ish, 8 hours plus-ish of other stuff before you watch it, and it is still annihilating at the box office. Good for them. Anyway. Of course, in the last live stream, well, not the last one, the one I did yesterday, I talked quite a bit about my feelings about Demon Slayer, the pros and the cons of it. Boone's getting Demon Slayer spoilers. He's only seen Naruto. Well, it's all shonen, isn't it? Alright, we're on the road to Camp McCarran. Weebs are determined, of course they're going to watch it. Well, when I went to go see it, it was practically a private showing. It was just me and I think 4 other people in there. Admittedly, I went in right as when normal work hours would have ended, so I don't know if like more people would have been there if it was a later showing. Okay, why is it... It's going to be sealing the sunset sarsaparillas. But I'm also sure there's people who are watching it more than once. I saw it for free when I saw it yesterday because I have like some leftover free movie vouchers, so I saw it for free yesterday, and I still have a couple more of those vouchers. And it's not like I don't think there's anything good coming out in theaters that I'm interested in watching until July, when Wes Anderson's new film comes out. So, shoot, I've been considering going and watching it again. Demon Slayer is just a competently told story we've all read, heard before. I 100% agree. I went into a lot of detail on this yesterday after I watched it, where I was talking about how it is derivative as fuck. But having said that, you can't deny the Ufotable or UFO table, depending on who you ask. The quality of their animation is insane. Let's sleep for a while in a jail cell. I'm like Johnny Cash, I'm a little more comfortable in there. Hey there, the accent man. Yes, indeed, I am playing Fallout. Friend of yours got pissed. She didn't get to watch it. That's too bad. But yeah, and the score was incredible. I actually have been trying to find the OST online, but like there's been no official releases yet, so there's just been people who have been trying to make covers of it. And for that I think, okay, did you watch the movie enough that you like you definitely are working off of like a pirated version of it, right? Like if you made a cover of the music in the film, you had to have been listening to it repeatedly to transcribe it.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
No, I totally get it. Yeah, Timber, I totally get it. Like, one of the things that I was saying last night is Demon Slayer, I don't think I'm going to read the manga. I actually did try to read a little bit of the manga today, past where the movie went. I was going, I just can't deal with this. Quite frankly, the manga artist, no offense meant to her, but I've certainly seen better. It's not really exactly leaping off the page. It's sure better than anything I could draw, but it's just not doing it for me. Anyway, but I'm just gonna watch it as it comes out in animation. But this is probably, and it's kind of a big thing to say, this is probably gonna be the last shonen I ever catch in my life, not counting Keeping Up with One Piece. Remember you from your live stream of playing a Russian warlord in TNO. You might have to be a little more specific. I did a lot of that in April. Need any help?
Sorry, this is state business, what I'm working on. You'd have to do a lot more NCR ass kissing before they'd let you help me with this one.
Let's see here. Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing
Colonel
duties for the
Shu.
base.
Huh.
I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be. Yep. See you around.
Yeah, but the soundtrack was really cool. Like, there was this part in the final section of the movie, because there was, like, okay, so that's glass. They put the glass in the... What? Okay, that's weird. Okay, how do we get out of this fucking room? Let's go out to the actual camp. I don't want to be in the train station anymore. But yeah, there was, like, a lot of cool scores. For example, I really liked this part. There's a demon that shows up, and he's kind of got this blue body paint on, almost like the woad that like the Britannic Celts would wear, the ones that fought the Romans when Caesar invaded. So he basically looks like he has woad paint on, and then when he they're talking for a while. And then when he actually starts gearing up to fight, this new track kicks in. And then there's this they like gave him a unique instrument, I guess, for his leitmotif. And it kind of goes like I can't do it, but it's like it sounded like a synthesized hurdy-gurdy. You guys know what the hurdy-gurdy instrument is? It sounded like if there was an electronic version. Little Buster, speaking of anime OSTs, when the king sin of the future, maybe kids don't need the masters. He's just got blasting that in his headphones while he punches this dummy. Just a-waiting for the little busters. Oh yeah! Yeah! Anyway, hello little buster.
You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
So what's a hurdy-gurdy? A hurdy-gurdy is like if a violin and a bagpipe had a baby, which I know sounds really strange, but so they basically seem to have originally been they're like kind of based on the violin, but it's there's like, how do I describe a hurdy-gurdy without being able to pull up a picture? It's got like a crank, and it's a little bit like an organ. You see, with other things I could have like pulled up a picture or a video, but whenever I'm playing New Vegas, it kind of locks me in here. I can't move my cursor outside of the game. But there's different versions of hurdy-gurdies, so like it's hollow like an acoustic instrument, so that there's the vibration of the strings. Ryan Canick says it's kind of like a furdy-durgly. Yeah. Of course, the furdy-durgly is much more modern and intricate and complex, but a hurdy-gurdy is pretty dang interesting too. All right. Anyway, so why does Daughtry owe you caps? Let's do this stuff. I'm getting totally off track here.
You ever hear of Jackson or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends.
Damn right they were. They were good too.
This guy's just ready to fight me still.
Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
How long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last in most jobs.
You worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like, before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
Good for you, dude. Set your terms. I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Hey, field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
What you gonna do now?
Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my cash from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Sounds like a friend of mine who, whenever he goes to Vegas, he calls it a business trip. Alright, we've talked about this enough.
Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
Alright. Hey, quit punching me, bro! Okay, so here we are, the famous Camp McCarran. Just like home, Boone, huh? Just like home. Let's see here. Let me take a look at the local map. Oh, was that? No. Who's in charge around here?
Hey.
Oh, yes?
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
Well, that sucks. CHG, I told you about the CSS submod in the stream. Cold Southern Springs about South America content for the New Order to South America. Yes, but I would rather we not talk about Hearts of Iron 4 for the month of May because I'm taking a little hiatus from it and I want to focus on other games. But yeah, whenever that submod is created, I would be happy to play it. Yeah, who the hell's Morales? Yeah. Oh, man. Who the fuck is in charge around here? That's what sucks about whenever you're in these new areas, is trying to find whoever's, you know, the boss. So you can start getting all your quests. Ugh. My retirement plan's great. It's called winning Powerball, not worrying about anything ever again. There you go. Around here, is that first recon? 10 of spades. Oh, what are these, like the SF around here? Well, they got names. Let's talk to them. Hello, Betsy.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
How about a date? I like tough women. Time to die.
Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female.
Shit. You're a sniper?
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
I didn't know that all snipers wear shades.
They don't. Only the good ones do. My partner's got some potential, so I let him wear those goofy glasses. I tell him they're his training shades. He totally buys it. Truth is, his eyes just suck.
Yeah, Maze the highest fun. Who's your partner?
The little guy. 10 of spades. I like him because he listens. Doesn't shut up the rest of the time, but when I talk, he listens. Also, he doesn't pull any stupid come-ons, like practically every other horn dog alpha male on this base. Might be he's just scared of me.
Never go full horny, people. Never do it. You see, it's just like what you see in the Bible. I'm talking about. Let's talk about the good word. Let's talk about Matthew 18:9. Specifically, we're going to talk about Matthew 18:9, the King James version of the Bible. Where what did Jesus tell us? Jesus told us, "And if thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with one eye than having two eyes to be cast into hellfire." So basically, if you're getting a little too horny around the ladies, pluck one of your eyes out and quit staring at them. All right. So snipers work in pairs.
We spot for each other. Watch each other's backs.
Otherwise, you could be horny in hell. On the other hand, I hear Satan's pretty cool.
Thing is, there's a lot of assholes in the army. I keep hoping they'll pair me up with some hot blonde like you see on those old pinups. Shit, I don't even care if she can shoot straight. Can't have everything. Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Oh, you know something I just realized? Betsy and everybody else in this tent is gonna fucking die, because remember, we're gonna be playing the North. We're playing the New California Republic and the Legion off of one another before we swoop in with our Securitrons. So, do you guys remember I set up the Legion with artillery so that they could deal with the NCR snipers that are going to be in the rear of the fight? So Miss Betsy here is going to be getting some steel rain put down on her. They're all dead men walking. Well, this one's a woman, but yes, I get what you're saying. Furries instantly die when they read Leviticus 2015 and 2016. Well, let's review that, Monkey 20 Ninja, for those of you who don't know. Leviticus 20:15-16 says, "And if a man lies with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast, and they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them." Tough break, furries. Okay, so fiends are enough of a challenge?
Fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
Those poor meth heads. First I've heard about conscience in a while.
Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think.
Really
Might
makes...
just be sex, though. I see some cute little number, and I'd rather get in her pants. So maybe I'm a stone-cold bitch after all.
Wow.
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
I don't even know what to say to that. Okay. 10 of spades, little buddy. Oh, Boone squats what I do. Come on. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Gotta keep those quads up. Gotta have a strong base. Anyway.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your service.
Do you really need your gator neck up while you're indoors, bro? Where'd you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says Sorry, kid, you're too green. So he calls me Tin instead.
I like that. I like that
It's
story.
okay. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of Spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually, I'll make it to Ace. I think I'll skip Queen though.
Might want to send Boone away when you start killing off the NCR. Yeah, I think I'm only going to take Arcade and Rex with me to Hoover Dam. How long you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. As long as I can.
Since he was 3, learned to shoot on the ranch. Are you all right?
Oh yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
When did you enlist?
Oh, they recruited me.
Okay, the kicking ass. What do you do around here? They kick ass.
When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way. Yeah, I was.
Arcade can't be a follower when his quest is done. Right. Well, we're not going to finish up the arcade quest until I at least level up one more time so I can get the additional science. So that way we don't have to do whatever the hell the medical experiments on Lily. Corporal Sterling, huh? Nice stash, bro.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all. A lot of scouting from place to place.
Lever action, right?
I called her the Long Caribbean. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, as long as I could hit my targets.
Okay. You always been with First Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Nagled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. Crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Alright, how long you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Okay. Well, let's go find this Gerbo, the boss we keep hearing about. Must be inside the station, I guess. Oh, no, right here. Lieutenant Gorbets.
I'm Lieutenant Gorbets, First Recon.
You wearing
If you're
glitter
looking to
lipstick,
collect a
bro?
bounty, You should talk to Major Daughtry.
He looks like Ringo from Good Springs.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her.
Oh my god.
Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
Damn. I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want. Yeah, that's what, like, I'm not a psychologist, but it's my understanding that, that's one of, like, kind of a class, I don't know, is symptom the right word? But that's something that's not unheard of, that when somebody is sexually abused or is a victim of sexual assault, they then, like, it creates a cycle where then they do it to others. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, I don't know, but I think I've read that a couple of times. Alright, so, I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want. Yeah, what's my medical at? 50? 50's decent.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
You know what, let's go deal with that first. We'll come back. I don't hurt anymore. Yeah, let's go deal with that. I want to go deal with that first. Okay, so I think we're now officially on New Quid. Speak with Corporal Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma. Who's this Sergeant Bitterroot? We'll do that in a minute.
Yeah?
You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm first recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Oh, man. Mental trauma can slow you down or distract you, but it's treatable just like any bullet wound.
Just another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. Alright. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
How about a data like tough women? Oh my gosh, why would they redo that option?
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
Okay, so we got Dr. Usanagi somewhere out there. So I guess we have to go talk to the lieutenant again first. Is there a Discord? You mean like my own Discord? No. I tried to run a Discord before. It becomes a shit show. Absolutely not. Never again. Where'd the lieutenant go? God, so fucking typical. Louis! There you are.
What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
Wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy's coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Deliver to Dr. Usanagi at the New Vegas Medical Clinic. Okay, so we'll put a pin in that, and we'll come back to it. Pure chaos. Oh, it was all sorts of things. It wasn't any one thing. And there were some things that you'd think that would be my breaking point, but not really. It was actually stuff I didn't care about. Like, some people thought I was going to get really offended because there was this guy who told Gorbitz to let off the chapstick. Right? That's what I was saying. Like, especially outside, it looks like he's got fucking glitter lipstick on, which I don't know what the NCR's uniform policies are. I don't really care. I'm just saying it's very flamboyant. It's a little unusual to see a sniper like that because it's just one of those things like, God damn, boy, your chapstick is so caked on and it's so glittery that the sun's gonna reflect off your lips and give away your position. Yeah, like I remember there was this guy who he got pissed at me. I think because he always had typos and grammatical errors, and I told him, dude, I want to understand. I hope I'm remembering the context of this right, but I think I said something like, I want to understand what you're saying, but you were typing, you were on a Discord, you were typing, so I don't understand. Like, I'm getting confused by the things you say, so I want you to spell things better. And so then he fucking makes up this, like, poster, and it was my logo, but with devil horns on it, and, like, he tried to call me racist and stuff. And then eventually I didn't even boot him for that. I believe that I booted that dude because he was, you guys know I don't like to talk about my personal politics, but there's some things that I will get up on that hill and fight about. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Nazis were bad people. So, like, he was making... Basically, he had a very pro-Nazi position, so I banned him. And then I remember that incident caused the cascading thing. It was like, I can't believe you banned him. This is, you know, literally 1984. You're oppressing us. It's like, isn't it kind of funny how people who are super into authoritarian regimes, they get very upset when they get cracked down on? Just, no, you're only supposed to crack down in an authoritative and totalitarianistic way against the people I don't like, not me. I'm being oppressed. But yeah, and then I remember like months later, somebody DM'd me about that guy, and it was like screenshots of his behavior in other Discords, and they're going, hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry that I didn't believe you. And yeah, he is actually as bad as you were saying. And I said, well, wow, what do you know? It's like I was telling the truth. So freaking... Yeah, but, you know, even the stuff like that didn't honestly bother me too much. That was other stuff. It was just a pain. I won't never do it again. It actually, really, when he made the little propaganda poster of me with devil horns, I found that quite amusing. I wish I could find it again. That could be a fun thumbnail sometime, me with the devil horns. I guess I could just make it myself. Let's see. So, okay, so we're going to go turn in the doctor thing later, but we might as well see what other quests we can do while we're here. So, what happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes were still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Tell me about 1st Recon.
The finest sniper out.
Oh yeah, we asked that. They usually offer bounties on people.
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Okay. So, let's go talk to the sergeant. Oh yeah, here you go. Sergeant Bitterroot.
I'm Bitterroot, 1st Recon. Got a reason to talk to me?
That's what I like to hear. Just to the point, NCO. Bitterroot. You have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
I figured I grew up...
Oh, it's a con name.
They owed me a name after all they put me through.
Okay. What happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right, if you ask me.
Wow. So, okay, Bitter Springs, from what I remember, what the Great Khans were saying, was allegedly a massacre that was orchestrated by the NCR. So now Sergeant Bitterroot here works for the NCR, and he says they had it coming. This is very interesting. Tenbray says I'm a griller. I do not say whether or not I'm in favor of grilling. I'm not brave enough for politics. That's my beliefs. Tell me about... But no, seriously, I don't tell anybody who I vote for or things like that. Not my friends, not my family, not people I date, nobody. Secret ballot, bro. Anyway... And it really pisses off... Well, I should say it annoys some of my friends, but one of them he actually gets really mad about. And so he tries to bait me all the time, so like he'll start to say that he's like, oh yeah, you know, Conquering History Games favorite candidate XYZ. And he's, it's like... You know, he'll try to bait me by saying that I like certain politicians, hoping that I'll go, no, I don't, and then I actually like this one, and it's a little amusing, actually. All right, so tell me what happened to them at Bitter Springs.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened, but I was there, saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The Khans asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't gotten my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. That's all I got from the cons. That's all I ever want.
How did you survive? I'm not gonna give him shit about his parents. That's his business. I'm a stranger to him. How did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. The truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. He knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You're not telling me something. You couldn't have forgotten the whole massacre.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
I see. So he killed. So when they found him, he was killing cons, and so they figured, hey, this guy is on our side, sorta. Boone sheds one sexy tear hearing Bitterroot's story. A sexy tear, huh? All right. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's probably best.
So your father's your commanding officer. Is that allowed?
Yeah, look. He's not my real father. I just looked after him for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Can I find some work around here?
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
How long have you been with First
Want
Recon?
to keep things simple. You let your mind wander back a way.
Okay, so he doesn't even know. Okay. So, back when I was enlisted, there was actually a couple of cases of people, there was like family members in the unit, funnily enough. We had some cousins. There was 2 NCOs. They were cousins. And Bitterroot's a sexy, tortured soul. He's a good-looking NPC. Some of these NPCs are a little funky looking, but he looks good. So yeah, we had cousins in my unit, and then there were 2 cases of father and son in the battalion. So there was one. I'm not going to say their names, incidentally, but let's call them. Okay, so there was one. This was a private who showed up. We'll call him Private Son. Yeah, Private S. Private S. And his father was a. What was his father's rank? He was an upper NCO. I think he was an E4. No, he wasn't the sergeant major. No, I think he was a master sergeant. Yes, actually. 2 master sergeants. Yeah, that's right. They were both master sergeants, the fathers. Anyway, so Bitterroot and Manny, are they related? Monkey 20 Ninja. If Tenbray doesn't want to talk about it, don't worry about it. Anyway, so anyway, I'm trying to remember how this worked. Yeah, so Private S shows up, and it turns out he was the son of Master Sergeant S. And it never really was a thing because they weren't in the same battery together. But I do remember there was one funny moment where we had gone out for an FTX, that's a field training exercise. And the first sergeant said, "Private S, where the fuck were you?" Because he was the first sergeant's driver. And then, yeah, the first sergeant had needed him for something and he wasn't around. And he starts to answer, sorry, First Sergeant, it's because my dad and I had, and then like we were in formation, but as soon as he said my dad and I, it was like just so, it was like this reflexive involuntary thing. Like basically almost all of us just went, ooh, and the First Sergeant just goes, what the fuck did you just say? I'm your daddy! So the First Sergeant played it off. The First Sergeant had some decent humor about it. I guess let's go inside. I think we're gonna find out this bounty hunter thing and then maybe call it a day. But then there was this other real piece of shit. Where we'll call him Private R for really fucking annoying. And his father was also a Master Sergeant. Or maybe I'm blurring them together and one of them was a Sergeant Major. Okay, somebody in here has a quest. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I think over here this way. So, and he was just like the other dude. He was somebody who was who came in after me, so I had like seniority on him. But it was very clear, very fast that he was gonna get promoted up through nepotism. And I remember me, him, and another guy ended up having like a conversation about it because we were like, this time next year you're gonna outrank us. Like we all know it. And we were basically trying to tell him, it's like, you know, just don't become a huge piece of shit. Just keep doing the right thing. And you know, he just went on to be a big old piece of shit. And then him and I got really confrontational a lot. And those are some other stories. Is the quest with the lieutenant here? Need help?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you know what? It's because the NCR doesn't like me. It's probably because of the little incident that happened when we were taken to prison. Nice Nuka-Cola thing there. That looks nice. First floor when you enter the building. Oh, so take a left. So other side over here. Got it. But yeah, that was just kind of interesting. You had there were 3 cases of family members. There was cousins who were NCOs, and then father sons who like one was lower enlisted, and their fathers were higher level NCOs.
A little busy at the moment, but I can talk.
Hello, Angela. What's this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh. Anyway, you get used to it if you give it some time.
Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. What is it, Caesar? Don't worry, I'm gonna be calling it a day here. A shame the armed service isn't immune to family-based nepotism. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now that first one, Private S that I talked about, he went up the right way. But yeah, the second dude, he was an NCO in like a year and a half, which is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's, the strings were pulled. Tell Caesar I said hello. I do. I tell Caesar that. I'll tell people, you know, the viewers say hello, Caesar. So what's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
Need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you. If you need anything, I'm almost always in the lab.
So this is the one with the quest.
A
Hilder.
pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Monkey Tween Ninja says, I hate the FNV subreddits. I'm guessing that means Fallout New Vegas. Well, there's your problem. You're going on Reddit. Anyway, first I've heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that
Oh
grow from
boy.
seeds
Fucking
and
Henry
produce
Wallace
their
over
own
here.
in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water, and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
So is this guy trying to be the new Norman Borlaug or what? Is Norman Borlaug still alive, actually? Let me look that up. Norman Borlaug. Oh shit, he died 11 years ago. Why did I think he was still alive? Yeah, basically, anyway, Norman Borlaug, for those of you who don't know, was a guy who he's said to be the leader of the Green Revolution, and he basically did a lot of research into agriculture and developed new strains and forms of crops that that were resistant to certain weather, different climates and stuff like that. And the way I first heard about it was in an article I read a long time ago, probably like 15 years ago or something, and it was like the man who saved 1 billion lives, and it was just talking about how he, like, I think he got his start. I think Henry Wallace was like a big sponsor of his, the former vice president under FDR, and like he went to Mexico and he discovered new ways. I think it was wheat, to how to grow wheat down there, and he helped turn Mexico into a country that had to import food, so then it was exporting food and stuff like that. Don't shoot! I dropped my controller. Anyway, I was just reminded of him because of this guy. All right. Get to the point.
Fair enough. My point is this. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their grid. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
So some kind of courier?
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. Suffice to say, the dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply.
Route entry. You know, let's talk to this guy later. Oh, I was want to ask, what do you think of NCR chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. The more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
That's a fantastic quote. The more ignorant they are, the more
Dr.
ignorant.
Hildern, this really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildren sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I'll look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. The moment you walked in. I mean it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Angela, that you're with the NCR, but I don't know. I'll talk to Yes Man. Maybe we can find a way to spare you specifically. Behind every great dictator is a great woman. That's what I say. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. This is me. I'm dictatorially role-playing. Get it? Because I'm doing the Yes Man route. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and stop it for the day. For the night. But thank you very much for joining me on today's live stream. And next time, I guess we're going to be going, maybe checking out that vault, or we're going to maybe go after the doctor or something. But keep doing some more side quests, and of course, that's the short-term goal. The kind of medium-term goal is still to level up again, so that I could increase my. Wait, was I trying to do the medicine or do the increase the stats on my science? We're trying to go for 90. So that we could help out Lily, and then it's gonna cascade things, because then we're gonna help out Lily, and then we could do the thing where we send the doctor to join with the remnants, and etc. etc. Like a bunch of things are gonna start cascading at once. Anyway, good night, everybody.